guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited because today I finally have the RawBeautyKristi X Colourpop Collab. Now I got the palette. I also got one of the glosses. I pretty much got everything but the glacier gloss, and now I'm wishing I would have just gotten a glacier gloss too, because it looked really pretty. Everybody was showing it and it looked gorgeous. But I got the gloss in Wildflower. I got all three of the eyeliners here to try out. Plus I got all of the Super Shocks here to try. So I'm very excited to test out this collab today. I'm so excited for RawBeautyKristi because I know that she had been wanting this collab for years now, and it's so amazing just to see somebody who wants something so bad finally get it. And I know she was very passionate about it. So I'm really excited to test it out today. Here is what the palette looks like. And I think she did a phenomenal job with the color story here. It has some very deep, rich tones, which I know people have been wanting to see from Colourpop, and they haven't really been doing these type of tones. They've been sticking to their neutrals, and after this they just went right back to their neutrals. But I really love the color story here. I'm very excited today to try it out. And I love the packaging. I love these watercolor trees and the mushrooms. It's just so beautiful. My favorite is these little watercolor trees. I love that. The packaging is just so gorgeous. But I think what today I want to do is I want to take some brown in my crease, and then I want to use like these two greens right here on my eye and do like a brown and green look. And then I'm going to do like a pop of either purple or blue on my lower lash line, or maybe yellow. I don't know yet. I'm going to do a different color on my lower lash line. And then I might take this shade here. It's called Let It Rain. It's a black, but it has like a copper shimmers in it. I might take that on a liner. I have an angled liner brush from e.l.f. here, and I might take it on that. My angled liner brush from e.l.f. here. I might take it on that and do like a faux liner. I don't usually do too many liners, but I kind of want to use it just for like an eyeliner to define my lid and everything. And I've been wanting to try out using shadows that way. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start out by priming my eyelids. And I took my glasses off, of course. And I'm just going to use my Colourpop one today. This is the Colourpop cream shadow in the shade Laurel. I've been using this lately to prime my lids. Just testing it out to see how it works for priming my eyes. My holy grail is the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer, but I'm going to use this today. And I always just take a small amount of it. I don't take a lot. No matter what eye primer it is, you only need a small amount to prime your lids. You don't need a thick layer on your lids to prime them. Just a little amount on a brush and then swiping it on is enough. If you get too thick of a layer, then it starts to feel heavy on your eyes. On any eye primer, it's going to start feeling heavy on your eyes. And then for me, it gives me a headache by the end of the day if anything feels too heavy on my eyes. So I just go in with a light layer. And I don't set my eyeshadow primer because I don't prefer to do that. It's just not my preferred method. I just leave it unset. I know some people like to go in and they like to set it with like a lighter shade in the palette or whatever. If they have like a white or maybe like a cream shadow, they like to set it with that. But I just don't prefer to do that. I'm going to go in with my Refer number 15 here. And I'm going to start going in the crease with that shade Puffball, which is kind of a mustardy brown shade. It's more of like a mustard colored brown. I'm just going to take a little bit on my brush. So I don't want it to be like extremely dark and pigmented at first, since this is just my transition shade. So I'm just going to go in a little bit at a time and build my way up. I'm so excited to use these colors. I was so excited to get it in the mail. I do have the collab with Kristi. Y'all saw me. If you seen my video, I did do a video on the RawBeautyKristi X Pure palette, and it is very nice too. I really like that one. I thought the color story in that one was very nice. It was definitely a little bit brighter. The colorful shades were more brighter in that one, like a muted, brighter tone, where these are more deeper, richer, almost like jewel type of tones. I'm gonna go into my Refer 14 now, and I'm gonna go into that shade Fiddlehead. This is such a pretty shade. It's like an olivey green color. And I'm gonna stick that more precisely in my crease. I'm going to go in with an even smaller brush. This is my Refer 13. And I'm going to go into that shade Emerald City, which is like an emerald green shade. I'm just going to take that on my outer crease. Go back into that Refer 14 brush I use, and I'm just taking a little bit more of that Fiddlehead shade and putting it in my crease. And I'm going back into the number 15 where I used, was it the 15th? I think it was the 14th. No, it's the 15th. Where I used the very first shade, the brown shade. And I'm just going over my crease with it. No extra product on the brush, just going over my crease to kind of blend. I'm going to take my usual Tarte Mermaid brush, y'all know. And I'm going to go in with some NYX glitter glue. I'm going to go into this shade Evergreen and put that on all over my lid. Oh wow, this shade is so pretty. Wow, look at that shade. It's really pretty. That was a good decision. And do the same thing on my other eye. Now I'm going to go in with a little bit of a Super Shock on top of this too. Really amp up the glitter, but I'm going to do it like messily. Kind of messy, just with my finger when I go in with the Super Shock. What is this? I'm placing the glitter glue so I can be a little bit more precise with my placement. So it's going to stick to wherever the glitter glue is. I love that color. That color is really pretty. I'm going to take the shade. I'm going to take the Super Shock shade that she has called Like a Moss. And I'm just going to, looks like this. It's like a greeny gold. Almost like what I'm wearing now. And I'm just going to take my finger and rub it in here. It's so smooth. Oh my god. I forget how smooth these Super Shocks are. I'm just going to take this and put it like all over my lid. Just sporadically. Especially focusing mostly in like the center of my lid. Because that's where I want most of the pigment to be kind of like in the center. And it is like next level pretty. This like amped it up 10,000 times more. Look. I like it. I like it. I love taking the Super Shocks and then putting it over top of a shimmer I've already put on my lid, because then it just like really amps it up and brings it to the next level shiny. And because I'm a shiny girl, and give me all the shiny things. I'm gonna go off camera and do my foundation. I have a new foundation I'm testing today. I got sucked into the Instagram ads of the Il Makiage foundation, and if you go on their website and you take the quiz, they let you try that foundation for 14 days and see if it works out for you. If it doesn't, then you can send it back within 14 days and they won't charge you for it, but you do have to pay for the shipping to get it shipped to you. So if I decide it's I think $44. I've never spent that much on foundation in all my life. But if I decide I don't like it, then I can just send it back, which I'm beginning to wonder if I'm going to like it, because y'all see the shade here. It looks more neutral. But here is my Wet n Wild foundation next to it. And I don't know how it's looking on camera, but it looks kind of, this one looks darker than, it's definitely darker than it and more neutral than it. It looks more tan. I don't know. It might be going back, but I'm going to put this foundation on, see how it looks. And I'm going to do my concealer and everything, and I'll be back on camera to finish up my eye look. And I'll put on the rest of my makeup. I'll see you guys in a little bit. So I'm back. I have my foundation on, my blush, my bronzer, my highlights, and my brows, of course. So if you want to know all the products I'm using, I'm going to link it down in the description box down below. But let's take a moment to look at this foundation here. Look, I don't know if it shows on camera, but in real life, you can see the line between my neck and the foundation. This is definitely not the right shade for me, so I'm gonna go ahead and process the order today for this, because that is not my right shade. So I'm definitely gonna process this to return today because it's way too dark for me. I don't know if I order more. I low-key want to order a different shade, but I don't know if I will, because it does look really pretty on the skin. It's very skin-like. I don't know. I really like it, but definitely is not a match for me. But let's go back into the palette now. I want to take and go under my lash line now. I think I might just go with yellow, because that's really going to look pretty with the green. So I'm taking my Refer shader brush. It's the number 2. So I'm taking my Refer number 2. And I think I'm just going to go into the yellow, the mustardy shade called Chanterelle. And I'm going to put that on my lower lash line. And one little dunk. I just touched it once and it was already. I feel like this is going to look the best with. I think I'm going to take some of the shade Puffball and put it on my outer, the brown shade that I'll put on my lid. I'm going to take some of that and put it just on the outer third of my lid. So that's what I end up doing for my lower lash line, just the yellow and the brown. I know, not very exciting, but I think it looks pretty with the look I have going on my lids. I'm going to try now and go in with this e.l.f. It's the e.l.f. J Kissa collab. It's the J5. It's like a little angled liner brush. And I'm going to try and very gently tap into Let It Rain. And I'm going to try to line my eyes with it. We'll see how it works. Hopefully it works. There is that. And I'm going to go into my inner corner with my little pencil brush here. This is my Refer number 3. It is the tiniest pencil brush and the perfect. It has even like a little angle on it and everything. It's the perfect pencil brush for your inner corner. And I'm going to go in with the Super Shock Olympic in her collection to do my inner corner highlight. And it just looks like this. It is a very like champagne type of gold color, it looks almost like to me. Just going to place this on my inner corner. Hard to see, but it's there. I really like that color on my inner corners. Oh, let me just take, where'd that brush go? Here it is. I'm going to take whatever's left over on the brush and just use it to highlight my brow bone. Sorry, I completely forgot about brow bone highlight. But now I have my liners. And although I think a yellow liner would look beautiful in the waterline with this, I might do 2 other liners. I have an idea. So I think I'm going to do like the yellow part more on the inner rim here on the inside, and then on the outer rim, like the outer third on the my waterline, I think I'm going to do the brown. Let's try and see if that works. Now these cream gel liners from Colourpop are very, very creamy, very delicate, so you really have to be very gentle and not press too hard with them or they will break. But I do find that they go in your waterline so easy. You don't even really have to press. You just put it there in line and it's there. See? It's so easy. I don't usually use brown in my waterline, but I like it. There's the brown one. I don't even have to twist it up any. I'm going to do the yellow one in my inner portion. So I can use like more than one. This yellow one's really pushed up far. Hey. Here we have like the yellow to brown. I really like that. And these are so creamy. You barely have to touch your waterline. It's not like you're scrubbing in your waterline to get it to stick. They stick very easy. I just got some coffee here in my cup. It's early in the morning and it's cold outside. So it's cold in this house too. So I just have some coffee I've been drinking while I do this. So the last step is lip gloss. I'm going to stick the lip gloss on. This is in the shade Wildflower, and it's just like a light pinky gloss. I'm sure it's not going to give too much color to my lips because my lips are pretty pigmented on their own. It does give a little bit of color to my lips. That's the gloss. It does give you like a light pinky color to your lips. I like it. Hey, I'm going to go off camera. And I need to do my mascara, so I'm just going to go off camera and do my mascara, and then I'll be back to show you the completed look. Okay, I am back. I have my lashes, my mascara on. You have to excuse the sun coming in from the window over here. Even though I have the blinds closed, it's still coming in partially. So there's nothing I can do about that, but this look is, I love it. Just think it looks so pretty. I love how it turned out. I think it looks gorgeous. All the shades performed really good for me. I didn't notice any issues with patchiness or not blending out. Everything blended out really good for me. And the shimmer's beautiful. I love that shimmer I used on my lid, the evergreen shimmer. It was so gorgeous, and it was even more pretty when I used the Super Shock over top. Everybody knows that Super Shocks are Colourpop's thing. They are always so good. I just love them. So I really enjoyed the look I made today, and I was trying to do something a little foresty and different. And I think I really achieved that with this look. Because, you know, part of me wanted to go in and do the berries. There's a berry. There's that mauve-y pink shade that's my favorite. I thought about doing those type of shades on my lid today, but I was like, no, I want to be different. I want to use some of these deeper tones in the palette. And I'm just overall happy with the way my look turned out. I really like this collab. I think if it's something that if it's a color story you're really going to use, then I think you're going to love it. Colourpop's formula for me is, for as many releases as they have, I feel like they're so consistent with their formula. It's always so good. It's always very pigmented. It always blends out very easy. I usually never have any issues with patchiness, even with the deeper shades, which I'm really surprised because some high-end brands can't even do that. But somehow ColourPop has just, I guess they have just perfected their formula, and they are just so good. So I'm so excited today. I'm so excited. I'm glad I got this palette. I wasn't going to get it because I was like, well, I got her I got her collab with Pure. And I thought, well, this isn't much of a different color story from her Pure palette. And I wish I had her Pure palette on hand. And I don't think I have it right here with me. So here's her Pure palette. So looking at like the neutral side. And then looking at this. So you can see the yellows look kind of similar. I think that I want to try to put it like this. I think that these two yellows look similar, and then this brown and this brown right here, they look very similar. And even the pink is a little bit similar to the pink that's in here. But if you flip it over, because I thought the more colorful shades, if you flip it over to the more colorful side, so I really thought the more colorful shades, I was like, well, she has like a green, she has a blue, and she has like a purple and stuff. Oops, I just stabbed myself in there. But if you look at it side to side, the ColourPop one is much deeper, richer, more jeweled type of colors, where this is more brighter colors, even though they are like muted. It's like a muted green, it's a muted blue. It's more brighter colors versus this being more deeper, richer tones. This definitely makes me think of PNW, just being more deeper, richer tones. So yeah, I don't think they're too similar. But do you need both of them? Not really. Especially if the only reason you really like it is for the neutrals that are in here. Because if you have her Pure palette, you definitely have the neutrals already. So I feel like those are so similar to the neutrals that are in here. But if you're really like digging this Fiddlehead, which I really love the Fiddlehead shade. That was just one of the shades that I was like, oh my god, it's so cute. It's like an olivey green. But yeah, do you need both? No, you don't need both. I would definitely go with this one over this one, just because I don't know. I don't really know. I just love ColourPop. ColourPop is just, and Pure is, I don't know. I just don't have anything from Pure. This is literally the only thing I have from Pure is RawBeautyKristi's collab with them, which I think made a really gorgeous look. And they're definitely, the neutrals in here are more my type of neutrals. But yeah, anyway, that's my video today. I hope the comparison between her collab with Pure and her collab with ColourPop helped you out a little in making your decision if you already have like her Pure collab, whether you need the one from ColourPop. Of course, I picked up the one from ColourPop because ColourPop is my favorite brand overall out of all of the brands, and I love ColourPop the most out of all the brands that I use on my eyes. I have Pat McGrath. I have ELF. I have so many things. Beauty Bay, Tarte, Too Faced. I have a lot of different brands, but ColourPop has always been my favorite. And I think I have, out of all of the different brands for eyeshadows, ColourPop is the one that I have the most eyeshadows of. The most palettes are from ColourPop. So I just love how consistent their formula is, even though they do produce a lot and everybody gives them crap for producing a lot. So just pick up what you like and don't get the rest of it. You don't have to buy every single release they have, even though I've been doing it lately. But yeah, this is my video today. I hope you guys really enjoyed the look I did today and my review on the RawBeautyKristi X Colourpop collab. I think it is such a gorgeous color story. It's so perfect for fall and winter, I believe. And I love it so much. I love these deeper, darker, more grungier type of tones that it has in this palette versus her Pure one. Even though I really love her Pure collab too. I thought that one performed better than any other Pure eyeshadow I've used. So, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like my video, please give me a thumbs up down below. And if you're not yet subscribed and you keep watching my videos and you haven't subscribed yet, I would really appreciate if you consider subscribing. And if you ring the bell, you'll be notified of all my future uploads. That way you'll never miss out on any of my future videos, because I have at least 3 more videos of Colourpop releases that I need to film and I haven't done yet. And I'm starting to do more anti-hauls. And I think I'm going to start doing it every week now because there's so many new releases. And I don't want it to be like every other week and then it ends up being the 40-minute long video because I've waited to do it every other week. So I think I'm going to start doing my haul or anti-hauls once a week now. Unless the new releases slow down, which I don't see that happening anytime soon. I think they're just going to keep on releasing because people keep on buying. It's all about consumerism. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.